Hey guys, Woods Farm here. Just back at Frontenac Provincial Park, heading into Lynch Lake for a quick one-night trip. And we're starting at the Kingsford Dam today and going in from the kind of the north end of the park. Makes the trip a little bit shorter. So we're going to take two different routes to get to Lynch Lake, and we're also going to stop at Tets-Mine Lake at some point today and do some swimming and fishing there. Okay, so the plan is today we're going to head over towards Crab Lake Mines and then work our way down towards Lynch Lake, and we'll set up camp. And then in the afternoon we're going to go back up to Tets-Mine Lake for some swimming, fishing, and to get water. And then tomorrow we're going to come out by a different route and we're going to go down towards Birch Lake and make our way back up to the parking lot at Kingsford Dam.
Danger. Minding. Oh my god. That's crazy. Frankie.
So we're just at the Crab Lake Mines. There's a couple of mine shafts in here and an old cabin. Okay, we just arrived at Lynch Lake, campsite number 12. It took us about 2 hours to get here from Kingsford Dam, and tonight we're staying at 12A. This is 12B. The water access at 12A and 12B are very similar. It's actually probably a little nicer at 12B. So the way the sites are set up at Lynch Lake, it's kind of two clusters. 12A and B are sort of together, and then 12C and D are kind of on the other side of a knoll, and they're together. And those two sites are actually really close together. So if you were going to book these sites in a group, you either book A and B together or C and D together. I definitely think 12A and B are the best sites.
Is this weird?
She's hunting minnows, I think. Okay, so it's the next morning. Just packed up camp, had breakfast, and now we're heading back towards the parking lot. We're going to go through the Moulton Gorge, so we're going to take a slightly different route this morning. So shortly after leaving camp at Lynch Lake, you come to an intersection and you take a left towards Moulton Gorge. And this is also going to take you past one of the larger mines. Okay, so when you're coming down the trail, you're going to come across this gear, and that's kind of a marker for where you need to make the turnoff to go down and find the mine. So if you're coming from Lynch Lake on this trail, it's going to be on your right side, and there's a little bit of a kind of packed down path, looks like a game trail. Just follow that, and there's a ravine, really large ravine here, and you just go down there. There's a kind of a road cut, takes you down to the bottom, and that's where you're going to find the mines. There's 3 or 4 pretty impressive mine shafts, and there's also the old boiler that was used for machinery for the mine. It's kind of on the other side of the ravine, so if you go down you can see that. It's definitely a good little trip, especially if you're staying at Lynch Lake and you want to see something. It's only about 10 minutes from the camp, so it's not far. You just need to know where to look to find it. Another good little excursion you can do if you're at Lynch Lake is you can go up to Tets-Mine Lake and go swimming there. It's a nice little lake. It's supposed to have fish in it. I haven't caught anything, but there's definitely a better spot to swim, and it's also a better spot to get water. And we timed it. It took us 20 minutes to walk there. It's pretty easy to get to. You just kind of walk around Lynch Lake, and then you make your turn as if you're going up towards the Crab Lake mines. And there's a couple of little spots along the lake, particularly one by one of the bridges. And we were in there. Good little swimming hole. There are a lot of water snakes, and you do have to be careful. There are some clamshells, so you should probably have water shoes if you are going to go swimming. But the water's much cleaner, much deeper, and it's a lot nicer. So it's also a good little excursion to do if you're at Lynch Lake. Okay, so we're just dropping down into the bottom of Moulton Gorge. A while back we passed a doe and a fawn, and just as the trail drops down into the gorge, there's a pretty cool waterfall there. Okay, so we're just on the other side of Moulton Gorge, and we're going to head up towards campsite 8 and 11 and Kingsford Dam. We came through here 3 weeks ago and had just gone through a really dry period, and this creek was completely dry, and then the last week we've gotten so much rain that you can see it's back to a nice flowing creek. This is Clearwater Lake. Okay, so we're almost back to the parking lot at Kingsford Dam. It was a nice little one night in and out trip to Lynch Lake. And hopefully the review of the sites at Lynch Lake are helpful. I think the only negative really is the access to water, but It is one of the interior lakes, so it has that added level of privacy compared to when you're on some of the larger lakes on the borders of the park where you have boats and cottages on the other side. And there is a lot of interesting stuff in the area of Lynch Lake, so it would be a good location to go in for a couple of days and then use it as kind of a base to do day hikes and that kind of thing. Go to some of the mines, some of the other lakes in the area. Anyways, if you want to see more videos from the Woods Farm, definitely like, subscribe. If you have any questions about Lynch Lake or the park, leave them in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching.
Oh my God, she touched you.